So last week we talked a lot about the different types of plastic you can choose, some really cool sparkly stuff, marble, I mean you name it, there's all kinds of stuff. Today I'm going to show you how you have to name your keychain so that I can know whose it is and which color or which type of plastic you want to use. There's three things you have to have open. First of all, you'll need to open up your keychain. So you're going to go here and just tinker the keychain. And you're also going to have to open up the Keychain Assignment because that's where we're going to turn it in and submit it. And a third tab, you're going to need to choose a keychain filament so you can look up which type you want. Okay, so let's go back here. This one I have two copies. The first thing I need you to do, it's really important, is to grab the keychain you want to turn in, click it, don't grab the dot or the spinner, click somewhere on the keychain and move it around. It should all stay in one piece. If not, you need to regroup it. Once it's like this, you're going to select the one that you want to export, and we're going to download and 3D print. And you can see when it gets exported, it's going to be called Jeremy Woodchick Keychain. That's good. That's good. Okay. And whatever name you have typed up here is what it's going to download to. So I'm going to export this. The selected shape, yes, because I've clicked it, and I want an STL. It has to be an STL. Okay, you can see that that one's coming through on the download. Okay, now that we have that downloaded, we want to go and choose a filament. So I think I'm going to do the white marble. That's what I want. So my code that I'm going to put on there is WM. If you wanted Empire Strikes Black, you'd use ESB. Or Stardust Translucent, use this code, ST. I'm using white marble, so I'm going to use the code WM in my file name. Okay, so here's what I do. I'm going to go and I'm going to find this in my downloads. So I'm going to click here to the file browser. I'm going to go, now look, I've heard from a lot of kids that they don't have quick access anymore. So you're going to click this PC, that should work fine. And up here at the top, it should say downloads. Now I have a whole bunch of stuff, but this is the one that I just downloaded. And I'm going to right click it and I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to use capital, so I'm going to put it at the beginning before my name. So it has to go my code of what filament I want, and mine's WM, white marble, and then space. And then I want my full name here, and keychain. So yours should say whatever code you want for the filament, space, your first and last name, space, keychain. If you choose to do this any other way, I'm simply going to delete it and tell you to watch this video again and retry it. Okay, so you really got to do this right. Okay, so now the final step is going to be to go back here to where we turn it in. So we've downloaded it, we've named it with the correct filament code, and now we're going to turn it in. So we're going to go to this page, Keychain and Tinkercad, and I'm going to start the assignment. I'm going to choose a file. And I'm going to navigate back. I want to go back to this PC and to downloads. And here it is, WM Jeremy Woodchick Keychain. So I'm going to click that and press OK. And then finally, it's still not turned in. You have to click Submit. You can also add comments. Like for example, some of you have two keychains to turn in. If you choose to do two because one of them is maybe a gift for somebody else or whatever, add a comment. That would tell me all about that. So you're going to type whatever message you need to tell me here, and then you can submit. I'm going to delete that because that's a bunch of nonsense, and submit it. And then that should do it. That should get your keychain there. And depending on how you did it, the next step is we're going to look at all of these keychains as a class to see how we did.